let's get back into that conversation around fintech. A Cameroon-based fintech company by the name Maviance Plc on Tuesday announced the closure of a $3 million seed investment from the Pan-African digital payments hub MFS Africa, which came on board as a strategic investor. Now, according to a statement issued by the parties, the new funding will be used to increase Maviance's support to thousands of MSMEs in Cameroon and increase its footprint into other countries in the Central African Economic Region, or CEMAC. Joining me to discuss this latest development is the founder and CEO of MFS Africa, Okoudjou. Good evening to you, sir, and congratulations on this deal.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you very much.
To you and to your viewers.
Congratulations. So tell us about the road to this funding series and what each party is bringing to the table.
Thanks. Boyson, you know, they usually say money flows over relationship. So we've known Jerry, the founder of Maviance, for a while, actually through one of my early partners in MFS Africa, Sharon Welang, who is based in Cameroon. And for the last, I would say, 3-4 years, we have taken a closer look at their work and what they're trying to do in the region. And for us, it was just kind of a natural partnership. As you know, our stated ambition is to connect all African countries to our digital hub. And doing that means, obviously, some of the market might get a little bit harder for you to get into. So places like Central African Republic might not be as obvious like places like Uganda or Kenya and so on and so forth. So from that perspective, we saw Maviance as a great partner to help us get deeper and broader in the CEMAC region, starting with Cameroon. And for them, it was really about finding a partner that can support them with some capital, but also with experience and a broader range of products and services.
Okay, so what's the broad experience of MFS Africa here? And do you think this funding support for Maviance will be a game changer for its business in Cameroon, in particular for MSMEs?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, payments or payment networks are typically multi-sided markets. What I mean by that is, at least in Africa here, you need to connect or consider 3 sides of the equation, sometimes 4. The first one, for anybody in fintech in Africa, is connectivity to mobile money. So if you want to build anything of scale, you need to find a way to connect to mobile money platforms in pretty much every market where you want to work in. The other side of this equation tend to be agent networks, you know, where money is actually being digitalized, the cash in, cash out agents, as we call them. A third one is typically, you know, businesses. So that's where the medium and small businesses come in. But some of them, sometimes that will also include utilities and large corporate. The last one that not everybody go into is the consumer side of things. So if you take all these sides, one of the sides that MFS Africa, we have a long-standing experience and we have kind of cut our teeth in is the mobile networks and store of values in general. As you know, we announced not long ago that we're now connected to 320 million mobile money wallets across the continent in over 35 countries. So we will be able to support and help Maviance in advancing those connectivity pretty quickly. The other experience that we have is from East Africa and how to use service medium and small businesses on the continent. And as you may know, one of the big shifts that we have seen in recent years is the really radical move to digital that we're seeing from medium businesses in Africa. 10 years ago, if you and I were having this conversation and we were talking about small businesses in Africa, we will be most likely describing the client of microfinance, you know, people who are kind of trading, buying the market in the morning, selling in the afternoon, and trying to connect, you know, optimize cash flow through it. That is changing quite rapidly across Africa, and Cameroon and CEMAC is no different. We're finding small businesses or SMEs in general are more and more digital first. You know, they're promoting their business on Instagram and the likes, and they want to use digital payment to pay and to be paid. So we're coming with that experience, you know, learning in East Africa, and hopefully we can support the Maviance team in extending similar services to small businesses in the CEMAC region.
Okay, so within the CEMAC region, are you seeing an increased interest of businesses, footprint expansion, medium to long term happening? Are you seeing the whole fiscal environment fundamentals supporting this kind of investments that will move the market and get all the way down, increase financial inclusion and all of that?
No, absolutely. And as you know, a lot of our businesses in Africa are not formal. And one look at just the formal side of the economy, you might not notice the incredible amount of energy that is actually happening. And I give you just few data points. Everybody look usually at Nigeria as one of the largest receiver of money transfer in the world, in Africa, and among one of the largest in the world. What we don't usually know, or what people don't know, is that of the $25 billion or so that Nigeria gets every year, $2.5 billion comes from Cameroon alone. And in that, and that is just the official figures, and through our own experience of analyzing those remittance flow, we actually realized that quite a lot of them, or a substantial part that may not even be reported, is actually trade flows. So what we see definitely in the region, and if you take the CEMAC, Chad alone send another $200 million to Nigeria per year, Gabon another $400 million per year. So you are approaching already $3 billion, if not more, that is coming from that region alone. So we believe as the tools, the digital tools are make more and more available, more and more of this traffic, more and more of these cross-border flows are going to move to digital, in particular mobile. And yet, yes, I wouldn't say the environment is 100% what one would like to see, but I do believe that the drive and the energy of the people on the ground will force those changes, and starting by adoption of digital.
What will be the most important part of the $3 million US for investment? Will it be infrastructure? Will it be boot on the ground? What will it be?
Well, we are an investor in this deal. As a result of this deal, we will be a minority investor in Maviance. So we still leave it by and large to the team to decide how they want to grow the business. But our understanding is obviously to grow this multifaceted business. On one side, the agent network, on the other side, the store of values being with MNOs or banks. And then on the third one, the utility and small and medium businesses, to try and grow this almost in sync in Cameroon first. So a big chunk of that will be into hiring people, into increase the awareness of the services and the brand in the region, and build strong partnerships with key players in Cameroon, as much as experimenting expansion out of Cameroon. Try and see if this can be replicated in Gabon, if it can be replicated in Congo Brazzaville, in Central African Republic, Chad, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so you've put $3 million in Maviance. Who else are you putting millions of dollars into? Who else are you targeting? And where are you heading to in sub-Saharan Africa, my friend?
Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. Right? So, no, look, I think in general, we have made it pretty clear our intention. We fundamentally believe that the role of tech in Africa and fintech will be to bring prosperity. And we believe the path to that prosperity may not be completed in our generation, as my generation of tech entrepreneurs on the continent. And we believe that as a company, as MFS Africa, we have built a platform that can really accelerate the progress toward that prosperity if other people can ride on it. So we take on that optic when we analyze opportunities to see who is able to accelerate the global path toward prosperity by partnering with us. And that's what we tend to support. First and foremost, by what we have, the collective asset that we have, which means the experience, the people, the hub itself, and then we have little capital. Capital tends to be the last part of those type of partnerships. So if you look at people who we have partnered with so far, it can give you an idea of where we will deploy capital next.
Are there issues around regulation, new technology that you have to deal with, you have to think about across various jurisdictions?
Absolutely. And unfortunately, regulation is always lagging, innovation. And I think that gap is widening a bit too much, and it's becoming worrisome. And I think, if I could use your platform, I think we need to encourage more and more innovators to join regulators as well. It's a little bit imbalance at the moment where most innovators, top talents, obviously are moving on to being operators and starting businesses. We won't blame them. I belong to a generation that did not believe in the state. We grow up. We grow up by, we would like
to see some of you on the side of the regulator. Thank you so much for your time tonight on Arise Xchange. Dario Okoudjou, founder and CEO at MFS Africa. Have a good night.